All right, is this thing working? I hope so. Hello, everybody. My name is Mylo Memoria, and I am your favorite webtoon-obsessed VTuber on YouTube and Twitch, maybe the only one. And I am here today to present Webtoon Weekly. Webtoon Weekly with Mylo Memoria. Today is going to just be a quick little introduction to a title that I just read recently and wanted to share. So let's just dive into it. First off, we're going to start with a question. What is revenge? And you won't have to wait long because we're going to go to the next slide, which actually has some of my answers that I think fit perfectly with what revenge is. So, revenge is something that some might say is a dish best served cold. It can be as subtle as ruining someone's day because they, like, messed with you or something. And it could generally be used as like a pettiness check. How vengeful are you? Do you think that this amount of wronging is deserving of vengeance? Do you? Well, that's all up to you and really depends on the person, right? It also works as a great way to set up an enemy to lovers plotline. And as an example of this, we have Raku and Chitoge from Nisekoi in the corner there. But wait, something about this answer doesn't strike right. Something about this answer reeks of a personal agenda. Enemies to lovers? Where'd that come from? From revenge? Romance? Mylo, are you trying to recommend another romance-related historical fantasy story? Who do you think I am? That is what I say to you. That is what I say back to you. Who do you think I am? I would never. In fact, look at me. I would never. And by I would never, I mean I absolutely would. Art by Lunana Art on Twitter and X, by the way. And yeah, so today's title is Marriage with a Suspiciously Demure Husband. Mylo, what the heck is that? Why are you bringing up the name? Like, it doesn't sound like a revenge story, no? I mean, my counterpoint is he's suspicious. It's not about being a married couple. It's not just about a married couple and their complex relationship, though that is a big part of it. So let's dive into the story. Let's start opening the can of worms here now. In this story, we are following the journey or a life of an overworked woman who reincarnates as an overworked knight. And basically, she retires from the life of being a knight because she doesn't want to die as according to the original story of being, killed from overworking. So she leaves the company, while also, just being treated horribly by people who are looking down on her because she's a commoner. And she embezzles from the bad guy with her powers because she's like, hey, you know what? I can steal from the bad guy because it gets in his way. And then I'll just run away and live a safe life with the money that I take from him. Deal. So she runs away, starts a guild, and overall lives with good work conditions because she's the boss. She started the guild master. And, she falls in love and marries and lives out her life in this small town that's supposed to be safe in the original story. Let's talk about the main character a little more because there's more to it. Hazel Love. By the way, art in this story, gorgeous. It's absolutely amazing. I love the visuals that they've done. The colors are awesome. And just look at these panels. I'm gonna move to the other side. I'm gonna block the text. You don't need to read. No one needs to read in this day and age, right? Right? But this is Hazel Love. She is a humbled illusionist, again, former knight captain or commander, or just generally very competent knight in the order, who was friends with the main characters of the story before she was isekai'd. Before she left, she quit, stole money, and then ran away to live as a side character in the side, like small nation, city, whatever. And she really loves work-life balance and wants to live quietly. But there is a problem, as there always is with these stories, because let's meet the villain. Kind of. The villain is by the name of Kairos Hadid. He is a kind of like noble lord, and he is known for being like the villain of the kingdom. If you cross him, you're done for. That's how bad he is. Like, the scoundrels on the streets are terrified of this guy. They would never dare touch this guy's stuff. Well, the scoundrels on the street, that is. But what about the ones that reincarnated? Oh, wait a minute. What's happening? What? But yeah, he's a big problem in the original story and is pretty petty and vengeful. Which is, wait. Vengeful? Petty? Why is this? Oh, did we say revenge? Oh, it all comes full circle. Wow, Mylo, you're such a great presenter on this thing. And so we go into the marriage because obviously they're gonna be married. They have to be married. Look at that. Look at them. They're so happy. And to fully give the rundown on this, because I think it gets introduced pretty early on. Um, it is a relationship between a competent guildmaster and house husband who is also rich. I don't really think at the point of what I've read, they really explain what he does. He just has money and does things for his wife. I think they work on the guild together, in fact. But yeah, they've been married for about a year by the time the story starts. And, you know, Kairos, under the name Noah, is a very loving husband and very much takes care of and finds her to be very cute and endearing. Endearing. And he finds her to be adorable. And in the flip side, he's her perfect man. I wonder what that's about. But in general, while preparing for their first year anniversary, she discovers the truth because he, on the papers for like the marriage and stuff like that, is not the name Noah that she knows. It's Kairos Hadid. And so it really spirals into realizing that she's gonna be like, oh shoot, he's here to kill me. He's here to get revenge. And yeah, so she makes that realization and just thinks, I had to keep up my appearance of loving this man who I do love. But like, I know it's just all for his revenge that he's going to extensive lengths for. So then, it kind of keeps going on this little like, you know, chasing the tail-ish sort of story where both of them are realistically just idiots that don't realize what's happening because it's obvious what is happening. He fell in love with her. He really does like her. And that's the reason why it's taken a whole year for him to get his revenge. Because he's not planning revenge anymore. He's planning for the second year of marriage. And in general, it's a fantastic story about kind of watching as they kind of do these mental gymnastics, as well as the people around them, specifically on the Kairos side, where they're like, this guy, is he gonna take his revenge soon, or like what? And also just realizing there's kind of layers to each character. Hazel, for example, being quite competent, and despite being labeled as a commoner who doesn't have any special skills, she seems to have quite the special skills, I'm going to say, that we do see and witness. I'm not going to say what it is, because it's quite fun to experience it yourself. But yeah, it has this kind of angsty dynamic of building up to tragedy, but you can just tell that they love each other a lot, and that building up to that is a very big part of their lives together. Because they need to overcome this in order to truly understand and love each other as husband and wife in a way that isn't just, you know, one of them lying and living a like mask constantly on, but also still just finding her endearing and taking care of her and, you know, learning how to cook just for her. So yeah, if this sounds like it's up your alley, I would highly recommend it. It's a fantastic read. I've had so much fun with it. I'm really bummed out. It's only at 21 chapters at the time I'm recording this video. But, you know, it's more are sure to come, right? Also, I keep reading, so it's fine. It's fine. We can read other stories while we wait. It's fine. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the sound of that. I hope the panels I showed were doing good enough in showing the art. I put them all on the right side, which is the opposite side of which I should have put them, honestly. But, you know, ignore that again. But like, yeah, like I love the visuals and the visual storytelling that they do. I mean, can you look at that expression and like, so I think there's a part about his appearance that will be further seen when you read it. It's just one scene, but it's really funny, and I think you should just experience it raw. But yeah, this villain's just becomes completely obsessed with this character. But yeah, I mean, like even these portraits which are showing them in their poses or backstory or whatever, like the one in the top right, for example, you can see Hazel, it looks cool. And the art looks like it's just so clean and crisp, and I love the background work and details that they've added, especially for scenes like this one where she's using her powers. But overall, I think the art is good, the story's pretty fun, and it is a little angsty, but in a fun way that I think is not going to be too bad when we get to like the climax of it all. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I hope that my bits weren't too stupid, and I hope that you go and check out the story. Please go and support the official authors when you can, because, you know, they really deserve to be acknowledged for their work and hopefully be able to get a good cut of profit so that they are encouraged to keep going with the stories that they are responsible for and, you know, provide for us. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys hopefully next time. Hope you take the recommendation to heart. Let me know your thoughts in the comments if you do end up reading it, and I'll see you guys around. Peace.